A lot of times we're too broad. Did you not notice that when I came in here, I said all my advertisements said women over 50? That's who I'm speaking to. Women over 50 who have lost their jobs or have been out of work for a while and they're trying to enter back into the job market and they know they need to make income. But they're coming up against these blockades. But guess what? That's not the only person who's coming to the live. But my audience is women over 50. Why? I'm 62. So I know this audience. I am this audience. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We are going to be talking tonight about creating products with using AI. If this is your first time ever using AI, hey, come on in. I'm going to teach you some things. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Tonight, we are going to have a lot of fun. This is my first time doing this, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but we're going to wing it and we're going to do it together. So even if it messes up or I didn't do something right, we'll get it right each time we get on. What we're going to be doing, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Chantel Ricks. And I am the founder of Edge Effect AI. So if it looks like I'm looking in two cameras, it's because I am. Well, I'm actually looking in three different places. I'm looking on my desktop, I'm looking over here, and I'm looking on TikTok. So we are going to be Zooming. We're going to be doing these live on Fridays. Actually, we have a full schedule. On Mondays, we're going to be live. On Tuesdays, we're going to be live. On Thursdays, we're going to be live. And on Fridays, we're going to be live. So we're going to set this up to where if you need to learn how to do things with AI, listen, the job market is crazy out here right now. Used to be that you can go out there and find a job in 2 seconds flat. Now it takes you forever to get a job. Some of you all may be working a position and you're just not making enough. And you're like, what can I do? What can I create to help supplement my income? Well, those are the type of things that we are going to be doing together live. So tonight, first of all, let me say good evening to everyone and welcome to After Hours at Edge Effect. And I'm really glad that you're here. Tonight's going to be a little bit different because we're not just going to talk about creating something with AI, but we're actually going to build it together. And I want to set your expectation. I want you to know that even if you've never created anything with AI, thought you could create something with AI, you actually can. Listen, if I'm 62 years old and I have learned how to create some stuff with AI, I know you can do it too. All right. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. I honestly don't know how tonight's going to go. Really, what I want to hear is what do you all want to create? Like I said, this is our first time doing this, so we're trying to figure out how we really want the format of the show to go. But I want this to be intentional. I want you to be able to come in here and watch us build something from beginning to end. We're going to be using free products. I'm not going to invite anyone else to come up because I'm teaching today. Okay. Thank you so much for trying to come up, but I'm not going to invite anybody else to come up. But today we're going to be using three products. We're going to be using ChatGPT. You can use the free version of ChatGPT. If you don't have ChatGPT, go out there and download it real quick right now. It's free. All right. Now, let me tell you about what happens whenever you use the free version. The free version will lock on you after, I think you could have like 25 prompts, 25 questions, and then it locks you out for a while. So just know that going in. All right. But you're going to need ChatGPT. You're going to need Canva, Canva, Canva. You're going to need that free. And you're also going to need Printify. We're going to use Printify. If you don't know what Printify is, how many of you all see these people that have all these products that they're selling out here on TikTok or on Facebook, wherever, YouTube, and what's the other one? Instagram. And you're wondering where they're getting all these products from. Do they have them stocked up? Well, no, they use an engine. It's called Printify. And what it does is it has thousands upon thousands upon thousands of products that you can just got the number one. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They have thousands and thousands of products that you can select from. So tonight, that's what we're going to do. So I need your input. I have an idea of what I want to create, but I really want to keep it, I want to keep it open and hear what you all want to create. All right. So we want to keep this very intentional tonight. How many of you all have seen those videos that say, just open up Canva and then type in this prompt and then hit this button and then sell it? But they don't really tell you all the steps in between the go to this website, create this little guide, and then sell it. There's a lot of steps in between, and that's what we want to work on today. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, Jay, how you doing, baby? Hello, hello. Hi, Ken. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, James. Come on in, come on in. I know that our information said women over 50, but listen, it doesn't matter what age you are right now, you need to learn how to create additional income. And that is exactly what we're going to do. I want to know how many of you all know, have you ever created a digital product before? If you have, put one in the comments. And if you have not, put a 2 in the comments. So if you have if you have created a digital product, put a 1 in the comment. And hey, hello, Mika Boo. Hello, Casey Hooks. All right. If you've created a digital product and you put it out there for sale, I don't want you to just create the digital products and leave them there. I want you to put them out there for sale. We're going to get out of this, oh, it's not good enough, because tonight we're going to create a product together. All right. We want to see it make money. Now, let me say something. Okay, because I don't know what y'all over there creating. We're going to walk through it together. But if it don't look good, let me be honest with you. Your first few ones may not turn out so great. But I don't want that to discourage you. You have to start somewhere. So don't be afraid to put that product out there and see what happens. I'll never forget. I used to create my own jewelry, and I've been in stores here in the Houston area. In the Galleria area, I was in stores there. I had a store in Dallas that had picked me up, and a boutique in the Florida area that had picked me up. And now this date, y'all know I'm old, because I'm here to tell you, some of y'all probably have never even heard of them. But back in the day, I'm laughing because I can see it in my mind's eye. But back in the day, we used to have these things called button covers. So, you know how the men would have their shirts buttoned up here, and then they would have like the little cover over the button, and that it made it look like you had a French cuff shirt, right? I mean, we were so tacky back in the day. We really thought we was jamming too. So I had made those button covers, and I had people buying them all over the place. And not only did I make button covers, but I made necklaces, all kind of things, right? Using gemstones, real gemstones. So all my button covers actually had gemstones on them. So I'll never forget, there was a pastor who had who had purchased some of my button covers. So I was out at an event, y'all. Oh my God, I got tears coming to my eyes. I was out at an event and this man walked by me. This pastor walked past me. And when I looked, I was like, what is that hideous thing that he's wearing? Then when he got closer, I was like, oh my God, that was a button cover that I had created. But let me tell you, he didn't have that. So to him, it was phenomenal. So it doesn't matter if your first product looks horrifying. There is somebody out there who may purchase it. And then after he walked by, I said, well, Lord Jesus, thank you for the favor, because that man loves my stuff and he bought quite a few of my product. But after I started selling them, I started getting better and better and learning how to make them better. So again, your first product may not be exactly what you want it to look like, but don't let that stop you. Okay. I want to encourage you to keep going. I know many of y'all are like, what on earth is a button cover? All right. So tonight we want to think of this as an experiment. We're going to just be honest with ourselves. It's your first time building something. So you may say, well, what do I build? Okay, well, what we want to build is something that's related to what you've done. Maybe you owned a salon and you're thinking, well, can I make any money now? You can build a guide that will help people on how to start their own salon. You can build a guide that would help someone on how to cut techniques of cutting hair. Let's say like you owned or you worked for a cleaning company. You can teach people how to clean their clothes. All right. Maybe you work for a dry cleaner. You can teach people how to do that with their own products at home. See, there's all kind of ways that we can create income, but we put a block in our minds and we don't think about, oh, I can make income with this. Hey, Jay in Motion. Hello, hello. Hey, Kiara. I'm not inviting anybody up because tonight we're teaching, but thank you so much for requesting to come up. I'm so glad that you all are here. Hello, Blonde. Hello, Miss MXS Ready. Hello, hello, hello. I so tonight I really want to hear from you all. Let's say like you had an Airbnb. There may be somebody that wants to know, how do I start an Airbnb? What are the steps? You can create guides for that. All right. You can create guides for almost anything out here. So I want you to begin to take the brakes off of your mind and begin to look at what you've done. What you've done, somebody else wants to know how to do it. So when you create a guide, you can tell them, you can show them in print form how to do it. What do you charge for something like that? It depends on what you want to charge. If you want it to move quickly, I would charge, depending on how much information you put in it. If it's a simple guide that's maybe about 40 pages long, I wouldn't make it over $27. So each time, and you only have to create it one time. And when you then create it and you put it out on Stan Store or you put it on Etsy or you put it on whatever your website, whoever it is that you want to go through, Beacons, whatever it is you want to do, you can price it at whatever it is you want to price it at. So how do you determine that? The best way to determine it, if you're not making any money, I look at it like this. Start low. Start low, start low. When I told you all, those of you all that were on here earlier, when I told you that when I first moved to Houston, I had my own jewelry making company. I used to buy gemstones from the market that's here in Houston. And a lot of the people that I was buying my gemstones for were the Chinese. And the Chinese lady pulled me inside and she said, baby, sell low. Always sell low because they'll buy more if you sell low. And I've always kept that in my mind. Sell low. I know a lot of people are like that high dollar stuff. You want some high dollar items, you want some mid range items, and you want some lower end items. On the lower end items, don't cheat the people. Give them the same amount of excellence that you would give on your high dollar product. Why? Because if somebody purchases something from you for $7 and that thing is packed with so much information and it becomes very useful to them, they will never have a problem purchasing from you with a higher dollar product. The problem is that when people give out lower dollar products, they usually give out trash. Don't be that person. Everything that you do, do it in excellence. Make sure that that person, whoever is getting it, they get the value and then some. You give them more than what they ever would have expected. Okay. All right. So I want to build something with you all tonight. So do you all want to build a guide or do you want to build a product? Do you want to build a guide or do you want to build a product? Hey, Bobby. Hello, soon. Hello, hello. Richardson. Hello, Mac Bonton. Y'all, listen, these glasses, I might need a little bigger, larger, not frame, but these letters are so tiny. Hey, J411. Hello, hello, hello. I really want to hear from you all as to what you want to build with me. Now, what's going to happen? Today, I'm doing this on TikTok, but the weeks coming forward, we are not going to be doing it on TikTok. We're actually going to be doing it in Zoom so that we can actually have more conversation going back and forth because it's really hard to have a conversation here on TikTok. All right. So this is what our schedule is going to look like on during the week. So we're going to be teaching on Mondays. We're going to be teaching on Tuesdays. We're going to be teaching on Thursdays. And we will be teaching on Fridays. And another thing that I'm doing is I am making sure that we are teaching later in the hour. And the reason why we're doing that is because we have noticed that a lot of times the courses are during the day. People are working. They don't have time to sit down and come and work with whatever it is that you're doing or join the actual webinar or whatever it is that you're doing. So we're doing them later in the evenings, which should make it a lot easier for people to join in with us. All right. So I'm waiting to hear back from you all. What do you want me to build with you all? Come on. I can't do it on my own. I need what y'all want to do. What do you want to learn? If you want to build a product, let me know. Or if you want to build, hello, Veronica. Thank you so much for joining. But I am not allowing anybody to come in because today we're in teaching mode. We are going to build something together using AI. So the tools that you're going to need tonight are Chat GPT. If you don't have Chat GPT, go ahead and download the free version. If you have Canva, we're going to be using Canva. You can do the Canva free. It doesn't have to be the Canva paid version. It can be the Canva free version. And what else? We are going to be using Printify if you all want to use if you want to create a product. And if you don't want to create a product, we won't use Printify. And again, you can use Printify free also. Printify has a free version. If you use the free version, here's what happens. When you use Printify free, the products, whenever you go out there to look at the products, it'll say like, let's just say like a mug. And the mug will say starts from $6.75. I'm just throwing out prices because I can't tell you that's what it actually is. But it'll say like it's starting at $6.75 per mug, per item that you choose. And then what happens is when you build it out, you're gonna have to build your price out from the what did I say, 675 plus, because you're gonna need to make sure that you make your money. But if you have the paid version of Printify, instead of that product costing you $6.75, it might cost you $4.25, which means you'll make more profit on your product. All right. So don't let that stop you, because what you can do is, even if you start with the free, once you make a couple of sales, then you can turn around and you can pay for the month of the paid version, and you'll get the discounted price for everything that you sell thereafter. Okay. All right. So don't let anything that says it's free stop you from doing it. There will be some limitations with the free, but that doesn't mean that you don't have to use it. Okay. I'm trying to locate, hold on. I'm just trying to wait and see what you all want to build, because if you all don't have anything to build, I will just build a guide for you all. And again, next week we will be in Zoom. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you go and get into our free community where we're just giving out all kinds of tips. We have a lot of things that we're going to be working on from now until the end of the year. We want to help you build, 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 because it doesn't matter what job we're working right now. Everyone is being pressed on every side. It costs you more money to do everything right now. So why not take your skills, take your knowledge, and create something so that you can create additional wealth. I'm not telling you that whatever it is you're going to create, you're going to become a millionaire. That's not what I'm saying. There is some work behind it. You are going to have to promote whatever it is you're doing, but I want to help you get the skills to even get this stuff out there. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to be doing. So on once you get into the community, and if you go to our events, if you come over to the Edge Effect Learning Hub community, in the events calendar, it has it all built out for you. So on Fridays, we're going to start at 9 p.m. Mondays, the classes, the lessons, it's Mindset Mondays, and they will be on at 7:30 p.m. Tuesdays is Tool Tuesdays. We're going to learn new tools every Tuesday. That is at 8 p.m. Thursday is going to be does it actually work? I'm really gonna enjoy this one. You know how when we get on YouTube or we're out here on TikTok or Facebook and somebody says, do this, like UGC, do UGC, that's user generated content. We're going to put it to the test. I may not have ever done it, but we're going to put it to the test and we're going to see if it works. And I do understand that just because we put it to the test, it may not work the very first time that we do it. But as we continue and stick with it, it may be something that you actually like to do that you would have never thought that you could do. But when you walk through it with other people, it's not as scary. And we'll see what happens. We're all going to test it together. We're going to be our own guinea pigs. All right. All right. So I really want to hear back from you all. Do you all want to create a guide? Hey, is that my niece? Is that you, Tasha? Hey, baby, if that's you, I love you. Auntie loves you something. Oh, grand. I love you, love you, love you. Um, Okay, is that hello Israel? Hello Andre. Hello, 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 hello. Hello Bobby. All right. So, make sure you join our community. Um Make sure you join our community. It's free, guys. The community is free, and that's where we're going to be dropping in all of our tools. Every like maybe once a week we drop in a new image prompt that you can use. And someone may be saying, "Well, what am I going to do with an image prompt?" Baby, do you know you can make some money off of an image prompt? So, some of the image prompts that I drop in, like I dropped in one for people that need to do a headshot. A lot of these photographers charge over $200 for a headshot. Do you know that you can create an image? We have a prompt that helps you create an image. You put your own, I can put this picture in just like this. And inside of the prompt, I can tell it, use my facial features that I've uploaded and create a headshot. And I'm wearing a purple top with that what has a bow tie and I look business tailored shirt, whatever you want to say, and it will create that. You now just saved all that money so that you don't have to go out and pay for a headshot. I have some prompts that will create images of you doing all kinds of things, putting you in different locations for your different backgrounds that you might need. I mean, you can do a lot with image prompts, and people are always looking for image prompts. So, what can you do? You can set up a stand store, a stand STAN store, a stand store. You can go out there, and if you want me to, I'll put the information. You know what? I'll put all that information over in the community. Go to my bio, and you'll see in there it says Learning Hub. Click that. It's going to take you right on over to our Learning Hub. After the live, I will go in there and put all that information in there. You can get started with the Stand store. Now, Stand, it does not have a free option, but I'm telling you, Stan is a good one. I use Stan. I have two different ways that I put my products out there. Well, really three. I use Etsy. Etsy is kind of free. It's $15 to open up your Etsy account, and then they charge you 20 cents per item that you upload into Etsy. The only drawback with Etsy is you're paying. In order to get it out there, you really got to advertise for people to come over to your Etsy store. You can post things all you want, but if people don't know that you have something posted, they'll never purchase it. All right. So you got to get the people over to your Etsy store. Then Etsy's going to take a little small chunk of whatever it is that you're selling. So you always have to think about that whenever you're putting your prices out there. Okay. Just know that everybody is going to try to take their chunk. The processing center that you're going to use, whether it's Stripe, PayPal, whatever one you're going to use, they're also going to take a chunk of your money. So this is what, once you get into this, you're going to see why people price things the way that they do. Because by the time they have a $7 product, when it's all said and done, they might be making $3.50 off of that $7 product. All right. But don't let that discourage you, because when you start doing the math, you have a $3 or $7 project that you might be coming home with $3.50. If you have multiple people buying from you, it adds up. Don't be discouraged if your check looks small. Don't despise the day of small beginnings. Every business had to start somewhere. Every business had to start small, and it grew into something larger. All right. So I want you all to not talk yourselves out of the things that you're doing. What I'm doing is I'm telling you all of the things that people don't tell you when you're coming out here and you're seeing all this stuff, and you're like, well, wait a minute, I have a $15 product, and why am I not making $15 back? Because on the back end, there's a lot of people that are taking your money, but you have to look at what you're doing and say, don't let that discourage me. Because if you don't, even at the end of the month, if all you made was $200, baby, that $200 could get you some more groceries. That $200 could go toward a light bill. That 200, see how you looking at it? So don't look at it as only $200. That's $200 that you are not stressed out about. Okay. So make sure you come into our community, because we are going to build, build, build. We're going to teach you how to do things. All right. So since you all did not tell me what, you know what? That's the only thing. I can't share my screen in TikTok. Well, darn. Okay, so that's not going to work the way. See, I'm learning. I'm used to Zoom. I'm used to doing things in Zoom, and Zoom, I can share my screen. So the next one that we do, which I really wanted to just do this one out here, but we're going to be moving it to Zoom. Um, in Zoom, we can share our screen, we can talk, we can walk through it, and we can really build some things together. So, if you all are interested in learning how to build products, how to create guides, how to create prompts, you can sell prompts, how to do all this, come and join our free community. It is free.com. It doesn't get no freer than that. If you want to join our community, I'll put it in the description, or I'll put it in the comments after. I don't really know how TikTok works, y'all. I'm so sorry. But I'll put it in the comments because I don't think I can right now. But I'll put it in the comments after the show, after the live. But it's www.edge, E-D-G-E, effect, E-F-F-E-C-T, learning, learning, hub.com. It's free. Go and join it. All this information will be over there. We've already got some free products out there that will actually help you get started on a lot of things. And we even have a free 10-day helping you get your business set up from A to Z, what you need to do to get your business set up. Listen, you can't sit up here and wait for these employers to increase your salary. They're being squeezed just as hard as you are. So you are going to have to learn how to build your own table. And that's what we're doing. We are teaching people how to build their own table. All right. Hello, FZ. Hello. I can't read the other symbols, but you have on a purple lavender type of outfit. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so glad that you all are out here. Okay, guys, well, this was my first live, and I really want you all to come and join me next week as we build with me Friday. So it's Friday in here. How's your week so far? Hey, my week is wonderful. Um, so come with me and let's join in. What I really wanted to do today was to build something together, but my mind is in Zoom and I'm seeing that I can't do that here in sharing tips on building a side hustle using AI prompts. Yep, yep, yep. Um, I like to build together. I'm usually in a more training setting. I'm used to doing webinars where I'm actually training people. Hey T, hey baby, welcome back. I usually build together, so I'm used to that training mode, and I'm sad that I can't do that in here. Hello, Nova. Hello, hello. Please make sure you come and join our group. If you want to come and join the community, go to our bio, and in the bio it says Learning Hub. Click that, and it'll take you over to our free community, and that way you'll be able to look in the events. In the events, it's going to show you what we're going to be doing every single day, starting on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. We don't do Wednesdays. I go to Bible study on Wednesday. Thursday, we come back, and Fridays, we come back out here again. 4 days every week. We're going to be out here building products together, but we're going to do it in Zoom. That way we can get on together and we can talk. We can really see each other build, and you can watch me through each process step by step. It doesn't matter if you've never built anything before. You don't have to be techie. I am 62 years old and I am self-taught. Now, yes, I am an AI certified consultant, but I self-taught myself. So I know you can learn it also. All right. Okay, guys. Well, I have had a great time coming on here with you. I really wish that I could show you more. I really wish I knew how to work TikTok. But I don't. All right, guys. So thank you so much for coming to join. Make sure you go click on the bio, come join us in the community so that you can see what time we're coming on Mondays. Again, Mondays is going to be Mindset Mondays. Mondays, we work on our mindset. Listen, you know what? A lot of you all may be saying, you know what? I keep applying for jobs, but I don't seem to be getting any answers. I want to know, what are you thinking? What is your mind saying? What are your words saying? Are you negating everything? You're sending out resumes, but you're saying, they're never going to hire me. Well, you just prophesied that into your life. They sure won't. So you're going to have to change how you're thinking, change how you talk. And we also have to understand that this world that we're in right now, a lot of businesses really aren't hiring people. All right. There are some that are hiring. There are some that aren't. There are some that are going through the motions because they technically have to. But then there are some that are hiring. All right. But you're going to have to change the way that you're thinking, the way that you're speaking, and that's why we're going to be doing Mindset Mondays. Mindset Mondays is at 7:30 p.m. every Monday. Tuesdays is going to be at 8 p.m. It's Tool Tuesdays. We're going to learn different tools that we can use using AI. On Thursdays, does it actually work? Thursdays are going to be, we're going to find something that's out there that people are saying you can make money doing this, and we're going to put it to the test. All right. And then on Fridays, we're going to be doing Build With Me Fridays. And that's when you come in and you say, hey, Chantel, I want to learn how to create XYZ. We're going to get out here. We're going to do it together. And by the end of that show, by the end of that broadcast, you would have built whatever it is you said you were going to build. If you want to know how to do AI avatars, I can teach you how to do those. You know how these people are creating these cute videos and it's them in them and they're doing weird things like they're flying through the air and all that. I can teach you how to do that. AI twins. I can teach, people are making money with that. I can teach you how to do those things. There's so much that you can create. So many of you all are extremely creative, but you're not putting it to work, and AI can help you do it. All right. Okay. So make sure you come join us. Look in the bio, Learning Hub. Come join our free community, and you are going to see everything in there that will help you continue to learn, help you get into this AI world, and help it to help you make money. AI is your assistant. AI is not to be used as the catalyst for you to do everything, but it will be your assistant. AI can help you take the plan that you have in your head that you can't figure out how to get it out, how to make it come to maturity. You can put it into, say, like, this is what I want to do. How do I do it? And it will give you step by step on how to do it, so that you use AI as your assistant. And I use AI as my business partner. It's my thinking partner. So I'll throw out ideas that I want to do. And just like today, I had an idea of something that I wanted to create. And in my mind, I was like, I could see what I wanted to create, but I didn't know how to do it and didn't know what the finished product should be placed on. So I just went in and I said, hey, I want to create XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. What product should I use for the finished product? And I said, I'm going to be using Printify, select from Printify's catalog. It went all the way through, looked at all the different things that are in there. It says this would be the best product to use for that particular idea. So before I came on the show, that's what I was working on. That's how you use AI as your business partner. You have to take it out of, I'm afraid of using AI, and you can take it into, let me see what I can do, and then teach me how to create it. That's what we're going to be working on together. All right. So we will see you next week. Next week, I want to see you in the Zoom. If you go over to our community, all the Zoom links are in there on each day. All you got to do is click on the link and it will bring you into the Zoom community. Listen, let me tell you something. If you're going to come to the Zoom, come to the Zoom ready to work. We're not going to come in there chit-chatting. We're coming in and we're saying, this is what we're working on. And we're going to start at the top of the hour. We're going to get it built and we're going to keep on moving so that you can get out here and make this money. All right. So I enjoyed being on here with you all. Thank you so much for coming in. Make sure that you subscribe to this particular TikTok channel. You can also follow me on YouTube at Edge Effect AI. That's where I'll be posting most of the videos. And I enjoyed talking to you all. I hope that this was something helpful to you. I hope that maybe it sparked an idea in your mind that, hey, maybe I didn't look at AI the way I could have. I never thought of AI being my assistant or my business partner. Yes, you can use it to help you. And I want to help you in the areas where you get trapped or don't know which way to go. That's what the community is for. Get in there and ask questions. If you know the answer to a question, answer it for someone. There's more than enough. Hey, thank you for the rose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want you to have the mindset that there's more than enough money out here for everyone. We do not gatekeep over here. And I know you hear a lot of people say, I don't gatekeep. But then when you try to get the information, guess what? They gatekeep. But you will notice that the things that I put out here, if it's free, I'm giving you more than everything that you need to get it done. When you come into the community, there are some things that are paid. Of course, there's some things that are paid. I had to pay for this knowledge. I had to pay to get my AI certification. So I have to pay. I have to get paid also. But I'm going to teach you how to create free things. I'm going to teach you how to create things that you actually make income off of. And as I said at the top of this particular broadcast today, I do not want you to create free things and give people trash. Your free things should be 10,000 times better than the things that people paid for. Yes, you heard me correct. I said that right. Your free things should be 10,000 times better than the things that people actually pay for. Why? Because if that free thing is really impactful and it helps someone, they will never have a problem paying for something that you are charging them for, because they know they're going to get more than their money's worth. All right. So don't be stingy. A stingy hand never gets fed. Be willing to give. Be willing to help. Be willing to show. And as you do that, the same thing that you give out is what you receive back. All right. So, Auntie has had a great time coming on here, talking with all of you. Thank you so much for coming in to join this live. This is my first one doing this. I really don't know what I'm doing. I love math debating by pool. What does that mean? I love math debating my pool. C. Hmm? Oh, I don't know if I know what that means. But hello, hello. Happy birthday to Jack Madoff. Okay, well, happy birthday, I guess. Learn to use AI as a business partner. Ask how to start your journey. Yes, very, very, very much so. That is very true. Learn how to use AI as your business partner. I love chatty chat. Sometimes Claude gets on my last nerve. Oh, that's something else. I don't think that I told you all. If you're using the free version of chat or the free version of Claude, somebody may be saying, well, why do you use two different ones? Because they do two different things. In essence, they do the same thing. But in practicality, they don't. They're very different. I use Chat GPT as my overall think tank. Chat GPT is the one that helps me prove my ideas. All right. You need to prove your ideas because some of these ideas that we have, they're not going to sell, baby. They're not going to sell. Just go ahead and this is the thing. We like to sell things that we want. We need to sell things that the people are asking for. If you're not selling what people want, they are not going to buy it. Period. How many times do you walk in a store and they have thousands of things in there? But if it's not what you want, guess what? You're not buying it. So you need to figure out who your audience is. A lot of times we're too broad. Did you not notice that when I came in here, I said all my advertisements said women over 50. That's who I'm speaking to. Women over 50 who have lost their jobs or have been out of work for a while and they're trying to enter back into the job market and they know they need to make income. But they're coming up against these blockades. But guess what? That's not the only person who's coming to the live. But my audience is women over 50. Why? I'm 62. So I know this audience. I am this audience. So you have to know who your audience is. Then once you know who your audience is, you have to understand what they need. What are they searching for? What is their pain point? Where do they need help? That's what you begin to create for them. So a lot of times what we're doing is you're creating stickers. They don't want stickers right now. People are trying to figure out how they're going to pay their bills. So you take your information, your knowledge. You might be 20 steps ahead of somebody. You take, hey Kelsey, how you doing? Oh, hello, hello. You take your information and you put it into PDF form, a guide form, a checklist form, and you sell that. And that's how you begin to make your money. All right. Okay. So we're going to really learn a lot of things as we work together. Come and join me in the Learning Hub, Edge Effect Learning Hub. The link is in the bio. I look forward to seeing you all over there. If you know anybody else that's learning, that wants to learn how to use AI in practical ways from point A to point B, I don't just tell you go to Canva, do this, do that. I take you step by step and I say, okay, let's open up Chat GPT. Let's get this idea out and let's see what happens. Hey, Sherry, Cheryl, how are you? Hey, Puts, how are you? We're going to take that idea and we're going to drop it into Chat GPT and say, okay, what can I create from this? Then from there, we go into, and it will give you an outline of how it should look. I'm going to show you how to prompt correctly so that you can get what you need out of Chat GPT and Claude. And before I go, let me finish telling you what I was talking about. Claude and Chat GPT, I use them interchangeably. When I'm using, I like to use Chat GPT because it can create better images. It can create my PDFs the way I want them to look. Um, Claude does too, but they're very corporate. Claude is very corporate oriented. Claude is very business oriented. So whenever I'm doing things for my business people, I use Claude. When I'm doing things for everyday people like you and me, I use Chat GPT. Hey, Monica, thank you so much for joining. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Maxie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I use them for different purposes. So don't be afraid to interchange. Here's another thing I do. I will take my idea that I had created over in Chat GPT, and then sometimes I'll go drop it over in Claude and say, what's missing here? And it will find the missing pieces. Then I take that same thing and I go drop it back into Chat GPT and keep going. So you learn how to use it interchangeably. Don't be afraid that it won't get mad at you if you use Chat GPT and if you use Claude, okay? All right. So I have so enjoyed being on here with you all. I do want you to come and join me in our free community next Friday, where we're going to be. We're going to be in Zoom so that we can work together. Next Friday, we will be in Zoom so that we can work together. Somebody said, well, how do I get the Zoom link? To get the Zoom link, if you go over to our community, Edge Effect Learning Hub. The link is in the bio. Go over to our community. Every day that we're going to be on live doing things together, there is a link in the events section of that community. You will see everything that you need over there. All right. So I've enjoyed being on here with you. I hope to see you next Friday in Zoom as we build things together. And if you want me to build something, put it in the chat. I will come back and I will read all of your information, what you want to build, and we will make sure we get that lineup done so that by that Friday when we come in, we may not be working on yours that particular Friday, but we will get to it. Okay. All right. So we want to thank you all for coming out and joining us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Zoom community. Thank you, YouTube. Hello, hello. And thank you, TikTok. I am signing off and I had a wonderful time talking with you all. Please come and join us in the community. And the community is in our bio. It's Edge Effect Learning Hub. It's a free community. You're going to get all this information over there. Everything that you need is in there. All right. Bye bye. Hello. Hello, Dell. We're getting ready to sign off. Thank you so much. Make sure you come and join us in the free community. And we're going to be coming on every day except for Wednesdays. And we're coming on in the evenings when it's more convenient for you. All right. I'm going to sign off now, guys. It was a pleasure. And I hope that you come and join me in the community. All right. Bye bye.